3 days away from Cleveland Guardians and MLB opening day, stateside anyway. So let's get into my number 3 prospect for the Guardians this season. That is outfielder Jaison Chourio, the younger brother of Jackson Chourio in Milwaukee, who's been off to a fantastic start in his young career. Jason, not a power prospect like his brother Jackson. However, that doesn't mean he doesn't have power in the bat. We've seen Jason kind of fill out his frame a little bit as he hits 19. He's starting to get a little bit stronger. The exit velocities are pretty good. In the spring breakout game, he hit some balls hard. The exit velocities are not bad for his age and for his size. We're not talking about a guy who's going to have a ton of power, but I don't think he's going to be without power. And the big draw for Jaison Chourio offensively is the hit tool, which Cleveland likes and has had a lot of, and that does lead to some questions about reliance on one tool, as we've talked about on Lockdown Guardians every day. However, I do think Jason has enough exit velocity. I think the biggest thing for him is he is not a hacker. We've seen a lot of these prospects in Cleveland's system with this great hit tool we talk about, but their approach at the plate doesn't match it. They have a hard time being overly aggressive, not walking, not having plate discipline. That is not the problem with Jaison Chourio so far. I think Chourio has a great eye at the plate. I think he has a great approach at the plate that support having a good hit tool without having huge power. I think it's going to be teens in the home runs, low teens, maybe 15. But he's going to have the approach at the plate to walk. He hits well from both sides of the plate. He has enough speed. He should be able to play center. He might end up in a corner, has enough arm. This really is a whole package player. Now, he's young and there's still some risk here. We got to see him against upper level pitching, but I'm talking about an above average hit tool, at least fringe power, above average speed, maybe double plus speed. I think this is a guy who's an everyday outfield at the major league level, and I think it could happen as soon as the next 2 or 3 years. He had a big year last year. I could see another leap coming from Jaison Chourio in 2025. Already a top 100 prospect. For more daily Guardians prospect updates, make sure you check out Next Year in Cleveland.substack.com for daily Guardians prospect coverage, and listen to Lockdown Guardians every day wherever you get podcasts.